What's up, friends and family? Well, I'm going to keep it short because I have to now. Last night I tried to upload a new video where I was vibing with Chris Goodwin, and I tried twice, and it told me twice that it was too long. Well, I'd never had that problem before, so I had to kind of look around, and it looks like my privilege was taken away because I had too many copyright infringements. So what I did, because, it's too little too late, but if you notice, my video count is down below 700 again because I've deleted all the videos that they had red flagged that had copyright material. I've deleted them. It's like I understand the law, but ultimately I really understand what's going on. Is we don't care about art and the atmosphere and making people happy. We just want to get paid, and if you're not getting paid, you can't hear it. Um, so I've been spanked, and I took all the stuff down, but I probably don't get the privilege back. This is probably permanent, kind of like the Christian idea of God. It's like you screw up one time, then you're going to burn in hell forever. Okay. Two things, and I'm out of here because I'm going to keep it short today. I responded to the 90s thing, and at the end of one of my videos, I mentioned Elephant Six. Yeah, guys, I got Neutral Milk Hotel, but you know something? This is cool, but I don't know what he's singing about, and that seems to be a big part of what this is about, and I just really don't care. Honestly, this is cool, but I think the gerbils are way, for my taste, the gerbils is what really speaks to me. I always want to say that, I like to. Am I stirring up the pot a bit? No, I'm just saying it's like, I at this point, probably because I'm just a crusty old man, I just don't understand why the words are still so damned important. It's the musical picture, and this is quite a musical picture. Quite a musical picture. Two things I'll add. I got a nice letter of apology from someone who follows the community a little bit and thought that some of us were being disingenuous, and I just, I'm really glad that he spoke to me because, see, when a person speaks to me, then we can get things straight. If you just troll me, then we can't do nothing. But if you talk to me, then, and this person ended up, we had like 3 correspondences, and he apologized because he had the wrong idea about the VC, had the wrong idea about me, thought we were taking advantage of each other. I don't know nothing about that, Almost 700 videos, used to be 700, but 700 videos, look back, I'm consistently the same person. Matter of fact, I was looking at some of those videos and cringing, it's like, some of the things I say are cringeworthy, but that's who I am, so I'm leaving them up, I'll just cringe, it's like, it's who I am, I'd rather be me than a whole lot of people in this world, okay? So I really appreciated that the guy was a decent human being and got back to me and say, hey, I had the wrong idea, Seems like the VC is a lot more mature than a lot of places on the internet, which I would have to agree. And I'm going to keep ringing that bell that the VC is about trying to be a real community. We've been brought together by a common interest in records and music, but there appears to be a conscious group effort to make this work be humane but honest. And it seems like many of us are committed to growing together. A young man recently joined the VC, and I saw his comment about it on Facebook, on the YouTube, on Facebook, Vinyl Community page. And his comment was, I have a feeling this is going to be a life-changing decision. Isn't that a hell of a thing for someone to say about getting involved in making videos about records? I think that says a lot. I think that's amazing. I think that's wonderful. And I think it speaks volumes about the general tone of the vinyl community that I'm glad to be a part of. I'm not in charge here. No one is in charge. I didn't set this up, and I'm not even the first or even among the first. I just love this idea so strong, so well. This is so important to me right now in my life, to be able to sit here and and talk about music and whatever else is on my mind. You know, when I first started making videos, I gave myself solace in thinking, well, it's out there. I've made it and I've done it. So at least I've done that. And that enough can be therapeutic or useful. But if you put the video out there, someone will eventually watch it. And that's something, somehow these videos do make a connection. So I just wanted to wrap on that and thank the person for getting back to me, for being mature with me. Because I'll say it again, people who leave anonymous red dislikes, and people that come along and criticize, or the only time you ever hear from them is when it's time to criticize, unless they can come forward and show another side of themselves. That behavior is childish, immature. If it's coming from teenagers, it's to be expected, because the brain isn't fully developed in teenagers. We know that scientifically. If it's coming from adults, it's just too bad that person's life is so broken that they have to spread misery with everything they do. Okay, VC is above that. I'm personally above that. I am. I'll say this one last thing before I show a little music and get the hell off of here. Something I know about myself is I'm aware that I'm charismatic. I don't know why, but I know that I am. I know that for some reason, people just warm to me. This happens constantly and has been happening all my life. And what I'm telling you is, I know that I could take advantage of that. I watch people around me in life do it all the time. Take advantage of their charisma. Take advantage of people because they're liked. I don't know how they can live with themselves. I've done it in the past. I've experimented with it when I was younger. Knowing that you could get over on somebody just because, doesn't feel good to me. It feels horrible. Actually, I can't live with myself when, I try to atone for what I've done in the past, but I'm sure not doing nothing new. So that comes into play with where I'm coming from here in the VC. I know that I could be a charlatan. I could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I could get over on people, but I have to live with myself. And that's what's important to me. I'm not a sociopath. I am not in love with green. I'm not in love with money. The pursuit of money and power does not interest me. Matter of fact, having achieved Dereck 3, I'm really laid back now about getting the next record out. That's really why I haven't gotten back to you, Stephanie, about your artwork. I'm going to have Stephanie involved somehow. Probably the inner sleeve will use some of her artwork on the Dereck 2. I'm learning things about the mastering process. One of the songs that I wanted to put on the new version of Dereck 2, I can't do because it's out of phase. I thought I understood phase, but I didn't, So I'm choosing, rather than record something new, because that's something I could do. I could record a whole new track. I almost did yesterday, and I said, no, let me try to look at this like completing a chapter. So I'm going back through my archives, and I'm choosing another more ambient piece to tack on to Dereck 2. And then the artwork, I'll be working on that probably next week. Again, I'm in no hurry, now that I'm not in a frenzy to make money to pay bills right now. That frenzy may return. Hopefully it doesn't, I'm just able to really sit back and assess what I think life is about. And for me, life is not about pursuing material goal. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's like I see through it. It's like we set this up for ourselves, but this is not necessarily a divine plan that man is going to conquer the world and make money and learn how to shop really good. I always do that. That seems to be the pinnacle of what man has done on this planet, is we're consumers. I don't see anything special about that. Nothing divine about that. So yesterday, while running errands, I decided to go by this secondhand store that's new in Omaha that I heard about. A friend found digital sex there for $25. they have a record shop in the basement of this thrift store, and it's trying to be a used record store. And the guy running it, Jesse, kind of knows what he's doing, kind of. I only found one thing I wanted. They had some collectible things, nothing I wanted. The prices were fair. I'm going to give them a list of what I'm looking for. But I found this, Mingus, and this is a reissue. It's a cool reissue. There's a coffee stain on the back, but I only paid $7.50 for this. It's a 180-gram limited edition reissue on impulse. That was nice. That was a nice find. So that's the extent of what I'm going to show musically today. I got my normal shirt on. Pretty much tells you where I'm at.